the Sixth Amendment, and no double jeopardy, no forcing you to speak against your will. The Sixth Amendment, which is where the balance and the greatest part of my work comes in, the right to a jury trial in all criminal cases, the right to cross-examine, to confront the people accusing you. Although they've tried to get rid of that. They try to put pieces of paper in evidence and say, this piece of paper says you're guilty. I've had a lot of fights over that. The right to force people to testify, to subpoena people to come to your aid. And the game that gets played with our liberty is this. The government bullies people. They intimidate witnesses. They get them not to come to court. They make them afraid to testify. They tell you not to talk to the defense counsel. I can't stand it when they call my client the defendant. That's the word, the name they've given my client. I always call my client by the first name. I have John Moran. I have his lovely wife, Pamela Moran. The rules in that court was that it was unethical to call someone by their first name. You had to say Mr. or Mrs. So I said Mrs. John Moran, Mrs. Pamela Moran, and even that can cause trouble. I guess the secret, if anybody wants to know the secret, and I've written about it in Underground Lawyer, but I wrote about it in How to Survive book, and I wrote about it in my Law Journal article, the secret. And I don't claim to be a great lawyer. I claim to be lucky lawyer. The secrets, two. One, tell the truth. It's a weapon that they have no idea what to do with. It is so unusual in the courtroom today. And two, respect the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. It's the jury you're talking to. Man, I talk to the jurors. I talk to them. I look at them. I talk to the witnesses and look at the jurors and talk to the jurors. And when the case is over and the government lawyers are scratching their head and wondering what happened, half the time they haven't even talked to the jurors. They spent their whole case trying to convince the judge. I'd like to have, a friendly, fair judge, and there are good, friendly judges who believe in the Constitution. But if I got to pick between the bailiff who drags my jurors back and forth every day to their rooms, I'll pick him. I'll pick him in a corner smiling when we make something we want people to smile at, and frowning when some liar has been exposed. So that's about it. I have brought books. They are for sale. They sell at Amazon for 34 bucks plus whatever they sell an add-on. They're selling here for 25 bucks, but if you cannot afford it, you just pick one up, okay? I want everybody here to leave with a book, whether you can afford it. So if the $25 tag is too much for you, pay what you can afford or pay nothing. It's a gift. It's a gift. I want the books out there because I want people to hear what I've said and I've written. It was a bestseller in '89 and '91. But it hadn't changed that much. There's still really a Bill of Rights, even though people want to say there's not. There's still really the right to jury trials, even though the government wants to say there's not. When someone goes to trial and says not guilty, and I don't care what you say, I'm not guilty, and I want to tell a jury, not a judge, sorry, Your Honor, I respect you, I respect your black robe, but I have a constitutional Sixth Amendment right to talk to jurors, and I have no interest in talking to you, if you don't mind, Your Honor, about whether I'm a bad person or a good person. I want to talk to the people the Constitution says gets to judge me, my peers. Well, if you lose, they increase the penalty. They call that paying rent at the courthouse, so they charge you more money. That's unconstitutional. It's disgusting. There's so many other things. One thing is this, and I did not expect Ron Paul to win the nomination, but I know many people did. I just wanted him to tell the truth. I just wanted to have somebody up on the stand with those right-wing whores telling the truth. And I got my money's worth when he had 5 minutes on the stand. I would have liked to have had him get equal time. There might really have been a new revolution. He might have actually gotten elected if he'd had equal time. But he did enough. He did a lot, and I'm grateful to that, and I thank him. I thank him for that. I still curse Tom DeLay because I still think my district deserves to have Ron Paul as our congressman, and Tom DeLay didn't have a right to take him away from us. Okay. I'm about to leave. I'm going to introduce Red Beckman. Red, it's your turn to speak. Where's Red?